Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where last episode we took steps to deal with our economy, and our economy is in a reasonably strong position right now. So, oh hello, we finished this gateway construction site. That's really good. We'll go ahead and get that upgraded, and we're actually going to disband this construction ship. That is no longer necessary. Fantastic. So once these gateways get finished up, that will deal with the trade inefficiencies that we are seeing, or the single remaining trade inefficiency, actually, which is, of course, the Uproth one. But we just completed a gateway over in La Grazia, so in theory, we shouldn't be getting these piracy issues anymore either. Now, if we look at this, yeah, 87% of this is reaching its destination in Hiram. That is definitely an issue that is apparently not showing up in this trade route view here, because this is coming from Uproth. If we go to La Grazia's, or perhaps more specifically, no, this is the trade hub here. These are anchorages. So where's La Grazia in this list? It is simply not in this list. Perhaps it's at Eel, since that's the origin point. They're simply not in the list? In the trade route? So what is this trade route called then? Surely this isn't part of the Uproth trade route. At any rate, we'll investigate this a little more closely once these gateways have finished up. But this route is our issue right now. And we'll have a gateway constructing in Uproth and one in La Grazia, so that will be just fine. We do need to grab some technology here, and we'll go with Strikecraft attack speed, since that's the cheapest. And for our society research, we'll see what's available. The answer is, I mean, as expected, a whole lot of nothing, really. We'll grab army damage, since that is the cheapest. Fantastic. In the meantime, we are, of course, working on a bunch of upgrades to our various trade hubs here. Let's see, we're building an anchorage. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't build an anchorage. That was a mistake. Build trade hubs. Thank you very much. Did I make that mistake anywhere else? I know I almost did a couple times. We can get this upgrading to a star fortress. And we can grab an off-world trading company and then upgrade that to a starhold. Okay, that'll be fine. So, hopefully, once we have that done... Whoa, pirates. Where are these pirates? In the Corinth system? Okay, yeah, that's pretty much to be expected. We do have a fleet in Howling Vortex right now that we can just simply jump drive to Corinth. And this should, in theory, deal with them. No problem.
The station is under attack.
They may end up destroying the science station, which I'm not a huge fan of. They're not doing very much damage to it. We may have gotten there in time. Yeah, we got there in time. Fantastic. Now, is there a pirate station in here?
A study has been completed.
We don't see one currently. Okay. We don't see a pirate station. That's fine. We will grab shield hit points for now. And we'll also grab, say, explosive weapon damage, since that is the cheapest. And we should probably start thinking about positioning our fleets to go back to war, because we're definitely gearing up for that. That is 100% a thing that is currently happening. So I'm going to actually pause the game here so that it's a little bit more responsive while we're doing this. The first combat fleet is currently located in Delphine. That is no longer necessary. We're instead going to position it here, in Siuhiri, is I guess how I'm going to pronounce that. The second combat fleet is protecting the L-Gate, and I'm completely okay with them remaining there. The third combat fleet really doesn't need to be here. We're going to take it over to here. The fourth combat fleet doesn't need to be here. We're going to position it somewhere like, actually here is, I think, where we're going to put the 4th. The 5th will come up over here. That's the 8th. It can remain exactly where it is. The 6th, it might need to remain where it is. The 7th can come on over to Beta Corvi. The 8th is remaining where it is. The 9th could be our roving defense fleet. And then the 10th can come over here and prepare to attack this region. Something along those lines. So we'll get into position here, and we should have no problem fighting the Star Concord. Honestly, once we wipe out these guys and take roughly half the galaxy, there's already very little they can do against us, right? We're just kind of taking our time and making sure that our economy is solid before we move on. But I'm definitely interested in continuing to push forward here. I want to double check that we have all of our sectors made. I'm quite certain that we do. And I'm also noticing that we don't have very many things being constructed there. We have 172k in the shared stockpile, and these guys are kind of not doing their jobs. So that's a thing. We have 11 unemployed pops on our capital, and we have no way to get additional pops, or rather additional jobs on our capital. Now we may want to replace this Psychor with, I would say, another administrative park, but here's the thing. We can get free admin cap from research. So maybe instead, we should replace this with commercial zones. Now that'll get us some jobs, right? Because this is 2 telepath jobs. Commercial zones give us 5 jobs, plus we can upgrade that once for, I believe, another 7 jobs? 6 jobs? Something like that. So that might be okay. This trade station currently has a lot of crime. Ah, the Estragon denomination has a branch office over here. That's these guys down here, isn't it? Where are they? Oh, that's these guys. Okay. Noted. Well, they definitely need to go away. We're -1 housing right now. And 18 available jobs. Okay, so we probably need to replace this trade district with a habitation district. I don't like doing that, but that's probably necessary. This trade station needs housing. Why is there a Ministry of Production on here? Who is the governor who decided to do this? Farron, why did you decide to put a Ministry of Production on a planet with no metallurgists or artisans? Oh, I guess we do have artisans, but not very many of them. Let's replace this with a luxury residence, since we need housing. Okay. This refinery station is fine as is. I mean, this is just very tedious to go through all this. Oh, hello. This is a commercial ring world. It is lacking some 204 pops. Oh my. Okay. Let's replace the Cyto Revitalization Center with a luxury residence. We're lacking in crime reduction, though. Yeah, the Estragon denomination. They gotta go. This isn't going to be super effective. Yeah, 15% crime reduction. Let's take a look at these guys over here. These guys are a military dictatorship. Okay, let's actually look through all the members of this federation. So, the Tavarite are a theocratic dictatorship. The Mechpucks are an enlightened monarchy. These guys are a megacorp. The Mandasura trade union might be an issue, but they're peaceful traders. The Theklak regime are the military dictatorship, of course, and the Estragon are the Irenic monarchy. Okay. Well, their branch offices are causing us issues, for sure. If we look through these, if we go through the corporate here, we can see places that don't have crime don't have branch offices. Whereas places that do have crime is caused by the Estragon denomination currently. In all of these. Let's go through all of these and just make sure that they're currently the only ones. Others will probably open branch offices on our planets. But we can't tolerate this. Yeah, so far it's just them. And that's the only thing causing substantial amounts of crime in our empire. So we certainly need to deal with that. Luckily, they're our neighbors, and so we can just crush them. Yeah, Estragon there. Indeed. Any others? That is the question here. Not so far. Yep, Estragon, Estragon. Basically anywhere where we're doing a lot of commerce, they have a branch office. And that makes sense, right? That makes complete sense. However, they're still constructing a lot of this, so our crime is going to get worse. We actually still have 2% crime here without a branch office. We can deal with that, though, by putting in... Robot assembly is ceased. Why can't we... Why can't we do an anti-crime campaign? That's interesting. That's very interesting. Oh, we can't do it because the crime isn't high enough. That's right. We already determined that. I'm a moron. 0%, 5%, which is not enough for an anti-crime campaign. But yeah, basically anywhere where we're doing a lot of trade, they have a branch office, and we need to close those branch offices because they are really increasing our crime. So let's just get our fleets into position here. And if we come down here, all the way down to our fleets, actually, before we do that, I want to go through our trade stations one more time here. And just make sure that these are relatively close to maxed out. Or at least queued up. We're going to need to check this a couple more times, but yeah, for now it's okay. But that crime needs to be handled. We'll just select all 10 of our combat fleets for right now. Okay, we are still working on getting into position. The 9th is... That's right, the 9th was going to be our defensive fleet. Okay. Well, we're extremely close at this point to being into position. We do have a fleet that was supposed to go to Beta Corvi. We have 2 fleets that are currently still in motion. Yeah, you're basically at your destination. You're a long ways away from Beta Corvi still, 150 days, so we're definitely going to wait on that. 155, okay, we'll go for 150. That will be completely fine. So, our primary goal is to eliminate the Estragon Kingdom. They have a few exclaves, including this over here. This down here. The enigmatic cache has returned. Oh my. The mysterious tubular entity that we suspect previously scanned one of our planets has returned and is entering orbit of Azure Chalice. It appears to be attempting to initiate communications. Let's see what it wants. Greetings, failing to read species name. Do not be alarmed. I am Baldor43, a sentient AI operating on behalf of the Lavosian Endangered Xenopreservation Grant. You, of all your galactic peers, have been selected for uplifting. So far, we have uplifted an error amount of lesser species with a success rate of unknown. No offense, but you seem a little broken. It's confused. But we're already a sapient spacefaring nation. You are within the early stages of sapient development, and your technological advancement has already stagnated. This puts you at risk of imminent regression. Let us open your failing-to-read species-class sensory organ to the wonders of the universe. What exactly would a so-called uplifting entail? Long-range data transfer and cognitive stimulation through hypnopedia. It is a highly efficient, well-tried, largely pain-free process that allows me to exercise your population's intellectual faculties in their sleep. I'm required to inform you that the side effects of heightened cognitive abilities in organics may include, but are not limited to, disillusionment, acid reflux, and bottomless despair. In certain failing-to-read species class, it may also cause severe failing-to-read species class side effect. Who are you? I am Baldur 43, Ascension AI, operating on behalf of the Levosian Endangered Xeno Preservation Grant. So, we could ascend and see what happens. I've never seen this event before. What could possibly go wrong? If we do this, this may end up delaying our galactic conquest a bit. Because this may go absolutely terribly wrong. Disillusionment. These other things don't really have a in-game effect, right? But disillusionment, that could break down our unity. But I'm too curious. What could possibly go wrong? We're ready to ascend.
The situation log has been
You will not regret it, failing to read species name.
A study
Okay.
has been completed.
This is going to be interesting. So we need a science ship in orbit of this guy, the enigmatic cache, or actually in orbit of our capital. It'll take 730 days. We do have a science ship nearby. Okay. And in the meantime, I guess we can grab shield hit points, and we can grab army health. 730 days, huh? That does mean that we probably don't want to be embroiled in a big war when that ends, right?
Construction venture.
Because I have no idea what to expect. That's a lot of star bases finishing up their construction. Let's hop up here and go through our trade hubs, because we're going to need to do this. And let's see here. This trade hub is actually just fine. Which one's finished? You know what? I actually don't know. Oh my. And there are all those anchorages, but those are, of course, completely fine as they are. But we certainly don't want to be embroiled in a giant war when this ends, because we have no idea what to expect. That said, I have a feeling that whatever it is, we're up for the challenge. So we'll wait, and we'll see. We need to grab Strikecraft damage, and will this finish up this episode is the question. 668 days. I kind of doubt it. This gateway construction site is now ready. That's a very, very good thing. The enigmatic cache's wheels whir with an unprecedented fervor as strange patterns of light morph along its sides, cogs and gears humming agitatedly. Sounds as if it could break any minute. Meanwhile, our people stir restlessly in their slumber, heads resonating with the cache's rhythmic drone, their night sleep interrupted by visions of technological wonders and complex calculations. I'm sure there's absolutely nothing going wrong right now. The ship had absolutely no problems. All of those errors, I'm sure they had nothing to do with us. And this'll work just magnificently. This is gonna go horribly. But that's why we haven't declared war yet. Honestly, if the cache hadn't have showed up right then, I would have declared war by now. I was planning to. We can go through these and see if we can build nebula refineries in any of them. I kind of doubt that we can, but there's no harm in checking, right? Yeah, we can't... Oh, we can build one here. That's good. And can we build one here? No, but we can build some additional anchorages. And upgrade this to a citadel, no reason not to. And these are, of course, all doing other things. We could check the anchorages to see if we can build nebula refineries in any of those.
A study has been completed.
After a long period of undisturbed, uneventful hypnopedia, Baldur 43 appears to have entered a frenzied state, wheels spinning at a furious rate, projecting rapid strings of absurdist nightmares to those who dare rest their eyes. While many are reluctant to go to sleep at all, an unfortunate few appear to have become trapped in a vegetative state from which they're unable to wake up. Our engineers suggest the entity, which was badly damaged from the start, may be deteriorating. If left unattended, our ascension may not go as planned. So we can contact Baldur. Vegetable will be added up to 4 pops, and the event transmission will happen. We can send in a team of engineers and issue a special project with Vegetable added up to 4 pops, terminate it immediately, or leave it be, and Vegetable will be added up to 4 pops. I have no idea what any of these do. I've never gotten this event before. First, let's go ahead and grab ourselves a new research here, and let's grab, how about army damage? And then we can send in a team of engineers. That said, this is technology that we don't understand, right? Maybe we should just contact the AI and be like, is this supposed to happen? In theory, if we contact the AI, we can always choose these afterward, right? But some of these might, like terminating it or sending in the team of engineers, might immediately end it. We'll contact the AI and see what it has to say for itself. Critical error, critical error, critical error, critical error, critical area. Let's run diagnostics. Okay, initiate system repair. I'm not going to terminate Ascension. So we can abort the Ascension or send in a team of engineers, and we're going to send in a team. What could possibly go wrong?
The situation log has been amended.
Okay. So we only have a year to get a construction ship in orbit. We destroyed all of our construction ships, however, we can just pump one out of the mega shipyard in 18 days. Technically, that says 19, but it's 18 here. I'm guessing that's a rounding error. Well, we'll pump this out, and we'll head on over. What could possibly go wrong to repairing technology that we don't understand, that is modifying us like this, that we know is fundamentally broken? Oh boy, this is going to go so great, and I love it. Let's get over there and see if we can get it fixed.
A study has been completed.
Okay, strikecraft damage has finished up, and we're on 150 as our minimum. Okay, so we'll grab explosive weapon damage. Okay, this repair is going to be pretty lengthy. So we will attempt to repair Baldur 43, and this is probably going to go extremely poorly.
A study has been completed.
However, that won't be finished this episode. It is about time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we'll see what happens with our Ascension, and maybe, just maybe, go to war. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.